In earlier times, there were no dating or matrimonial sites. No hangouts where the young could meet. Marriages then were truly conceived and made in heaven, and this one particularly so. Legend has it that, spurred by a dream, the king of Ayodhya sent his daughter on a ship to a distant land to marry a charming prince, Kim Suro of the kingdom of Kimhe. On this long journey, the princess carried with her hopes of a perfect marriage, a stupa, and the teachings of Lord Buddha. This mythological belief is preserved in a palace near the city of Busan, which is managed by their descendants, who believe strongly that they are related to India. The Koreans have recently built a monument in Ayodhya in memory of the princess and her adventurous journey. For centuries, India remained buried under layers of myths and distant memories for the people of Korea, who remembered it as the land of the Buddha. Buddhism still has a large mass of followers in Korea. India and Korea saw no cultural exchange for hundreds of years. India's first active engagement with this East Asian country was during the fiercely fought 1950 Korean War. Its army medical mission earned high praise for providing comfort and care to the injured in an adverse environment. In the last 40 years, India and Korea have experienced a quantum jump in their relationship. One of the defining features of this partnership have been the high-level visits of their leaders. In 2006, the President of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, visited the Republic of Korea. President Lee Myung-bak's state visit to India in 2010 was followed by the visit of the President of India, Pratibha Devi Singh Patil, to Korea in July 2011, and later by Prime Minister Manmohan Singh's visit in March 2012. The strategic partnership has acquired greater meaning due to increased people-to-people interaction, which has quickened and deepened the engagement. So much so that people have begun to wonder whether the DNAs of Indians and Koreans really match.
Yes, myself is in my body. There is a little bit of Indian blood, and of course I'm Buddhist. So in my mentality, like many other Korean Buddhists, we consider India as a holy land.
When Koreans were trying to rise from their troubled past in the early part of the 20th century, Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore's prophecy of Korea being the new star and lamp-bearer of Asia was a source of inspiration for many in this country of morning calm.
From 10 years old, girl started to write a poetry after read Tagore's book. And still, I am little over 80 years old now. And till those long period, I continuously used to write a poetry.
Schick set up the Indian Museum as an independent initiative. She was awarded the Padma Shri for her contribution to literature and the deepening of cultural ties between the two countries. The real turning point in bilateral relations came in the year 2010, when Korea and India upgraded their relationship to a strategic partnership. Later, they signed the Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, or CEPA, in 2010. This agreement was in recognition of the growing profile of India in Southeast Asia as a 2 trillion economy with a huge market. Indo-Korean trade is expected to rise to $40 billion by 2015. Koreans are leaders in electronics and infrastructure, whereas India has a large pool of trained manpower, strong in the service sector and in technology. Today, some 12,000 Indian engineers are employed by Samsung.
Samsung they has learned a lot of things from India since 1996. India they contributed to Samsung to design a Samsung product to the different needs of the consumers.
Hyundai was the first Korean company to invest in India. They took advantage of the growing passenger market, which is estimated to reach 5 million by 2020.
We have already invested $2.1 billion in India and have a production capacity of 7 lakh units.
Koreans suffered huge setbacks when two of their market leaders, Daewoo and Sangyong, went bankrupt. As in the past, the general expectation was that they would be bailed out by an American or European company. However, Koreans were in for a surprise.
Our employees were worried that who are the owner from the third world coming up. Today, all of the employees have no regrets that Tata Motors has taken over their company.
The takeover of Sangyong by India's automobile giant, Mahindra & Mahindra, brought to the fore the depth and dynamism of Indian industry, which was still not well known to Koreans.
The relationship between Sangyong and Mahindra is a symbiotic one and is mutually very beneficial to each other. And they are able to leverage off each other's strengths in a very big way.
Committed to the security, stability and prosperity of the Korean peninsula, India has scaled up cooperation in the defence sector, which includes joint military exercises, joint research and development, transfer of technology and cooperation in defence equipment. India has always supported a denuclearized and unified Korean peninsula and taken a principled stand on the actions of North Korea against its southern neighbour. Both countries are investing in the future of this partnership. The number of young Korean people learning English and Indian languages is steadily increasing. At present, over 2,500 Korean students are studying in India. Hundreds of Indian students are taking advantage of the research facilities and scholarships offered by the government of Korea. The Indian Cultural Centre, set up by the Indian Embassy in Seoul in 2011, has become a nodal point for the youth to engage with India. The centre provides Hindi learning classes to those who are preparing to visit the country. Koreans are deeply interested in Bollywood. Fan clubs have come up in Korea where Indian films are screened. Not long ago, the Indian Embassy hosted an Indian film festival in the vibrant city of Busan. This was a huge success. The film 3 Idiots has been a rage. People here love Bollywood music, much as K-pop is popular in the rest of the world. The Indian Cultural Centre provides an opportunity to learn the new genre of Bollywood dance. Interestingly, Bollywood is drawing inspiration from popular Korean numbers like Psy's Gangnam Style and Does It Rock. Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. There is something really fascinating about the manner in which the last 40 years have witnessed the potential of this partnership getting actualized. In a way, it is like young lovers who climbed the Namsan Tower in Seoul, hand in hand, to gaze ahead and literally lock their relationship forever